All right, what's going on, guys? Today I figured I'd come back with you know, a new deck. I think I just posted a video kind of on it this past, um, you know, this past upload, but this is a updated, I guess, or a different variation. So if you like your stuff like kind of close knit, you don't like pile decks. I understand why people don't like pile decks. Go watch that one. That one's probably the best way to keep it around 40. This one, though, is I think 55 or 56. I forget the exact count. But I finally got the cards in real life so I can show it off. And I'm also going to show off some combos. So I play 3 Die Star. Ignore the non matching rarities. It's actually kind of funny. I have a Super Die Star in 2 Ultras. And then I have a Super Wanted in 2 Ultras. But play 3 of each because our Snake Eye engine's really good for this deck. We play the 3 one of Snake Eye names for our Link summoning. We play 2 of the Snake Eye level 8s. Now, I will say I'm considering bumping this up to 2. You can if you want, because there's some games where you'll have stuff stuck in your back row and you can't really get it out because you had to use this to further your board. So I don't know, sometimes run a second one to see if you can get another one out later on. But yeah. So we got those guys. Like I don't know. Maybe I'm yapping. Maybe this is probably the correct one. I'm still learning this deck as well. I play 2 OSS. I play here's a spicy. I play the trap. This card is honestly insane. In a grind game, or like if you hard draw it, this card can be insane. It can be interruption, and it can be extension on your opponent's turn. It's kind of insane. I don't know why people haven't ran it before. And then I play this one because going back to it, this is basically so some people play Subversion going second, right? I can understand that. This is literally just the going first version. If you want an interruption that is going to mess with your opponent a lot, because nothing else in the game except Crystal Beast care about being or can do anything as a continuous spell, this card's kind of crazy. But we play 1 Temple for the Snake Eyes T-Bell Star. Now for Ashen, we play 3 Dragon. We play, whoops, we play 3 Obsidian. We play 3 Priestess. We play 2 King, because this is also a mill variant, so we always want to at least have 1 in the deck. The likelihood of us milling both is very low, but we still want to have both. And same with this one. We always want to have like 1 in deck and 1 in grave is honestly kind of good with this card too. So we play 2 of that. We just want a good level 4 extender. And then this guy in a grind game is pretty cool because like normal summon him and bounce. Like if your opponent only has a beater on board, he's basically anti-beater. So he'll get rid of the beat stick for you. And then we play 1 Endlessness. To be honest, this is the one card I'm thinking about running as a 2 of the most, because if you mill it, it's kind of like, okay, well, all my fusion cards are dead now. So that's one thing to take into consideration. Now, for the spice. So, basically, Vados uses like field spells and stuff, right? So we play 3 Pearl Rhino and 1 Shiren. This is just more copies, and this is a free level 4, so we can get to our Flame Banshee more often. This is kind of a spicy tech that I'm playing in Ashen. I don't know if it'll catch on for like a 40 card list, but I'm really liking it for just the regular list. Then I actually also play a Horus package, because we're able to make rank 8s and stuff really easily, but these guys can also be just, something as an end board piece or link fodder as well. It's really just such a flexible thing depending on your hand is how your combo goes. There's not like one straight path, which I know is kind of annoying, but you just kind of got to know what each card does, if that makes sense. But I run 1 King Sark because we're not full mill. We're milling every once in a while. Our whole deck does not revolve around mill. It just makes it a little bit better if we can mill. I play 3 thrust. These are my only ones from Bonanza so far that are matching. I was there for the pre-release, and I was able to trade with some people who I got stuff they wanted, so it was pretty easy that way. But then we got my new prized card, QCR Grass. I was so happy. My friend pulled this, like my close friend, so he kind of held on to it, and I gave him like a bunch of cards for this thing because it was only 32 pre-sale. So he got like a bunch of Mana Dome stuff and some Platinums from the set, and yeah. I play set rotation. I don't play terraforming. I'd rather play this because if I want to draw into one of them, I want it to be this one. It'll place a card in my opponent's zone and then one in mine. So it kind of, you want to have a field spell, but at the same time, you want to be able to get rid of them whenever you want. So this kind of acts as that. Like you can get rid of a field spell if you want without having to get rid of your own. So this is a pretty cool card. If there was a way to search it, I'd want to search this every single game, but sadly there isn't. It's just kind of, if you draw it, sick. If you don't, oh well. Play 1/1 for 1. My friend actually got this QCR as well, so that's pretty cool. I play 3 Bonfire, and ironically, I have 2 Ultras and 1 Ulti. When I was opening my box, I pulled an Ulti, a Collector, and an Ultra. But I traded the Collector for like something else and then a regular Bonfire on top of it. But I need to do that for the Ulti as well. But the Ulti is kind of cool, so I might just try and buy a play set of that. I don't know. Anyways, cool card. And then for non-engine, Ash and Perm. You have slots to run another full set of whatever hand trap. I'm not really like a hand trap overload guy, if I'm being honest. I don't really like running a lot of hand traps. I like to have my engine, and I like to be consistent. But if you want to, there's obviously stuff you can cut in this. This is my personal list, but I'd say the tier tech must play. Horus, you can get away without playing it if you don't want to. And then Ashen and Snake Eye are a must. But yeah. The Horus thing is just like the extra cherry on top, depending on your hand. So if you don't care about that win more, I like to win more. If you don't care for the win more, though, then obviously play more hand traps, whatever. Then for the extra deck, I didn't get them in order, but we have Relinquished Anima, Promethean, Zombie Vampire, Amblo, IP, SP, which I got a Collector today. Collector rare. I was able to get rid of a card of Demise and something else for it because my the dude thought they were going to go down, and I was like, you know what? I want this so bad. Take those 2 cards. I'm never going to play them. And he was like, bet. Then I got a Mud Dragon for the, what was it called? Chirin. It's just another free level 4 body. It's kind of like, if we need to do something to get rid of Chirin for effect, like I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think Diabell Star is for effect, and OSS is for cost. But I'm actually not too sure. I know the Snake Eye monsters are for cost. Anyways, if it's ever sent to grave, it just replaces itself with this as another level 4, and then we can go into Abyss Dweller as well. I play Saryuja for extending, Flame Banshee. I play 2 Endlessness and 1 Embers. Yeah, this is just to recur the Snake Eye stuff if we ever can recur it. And then this is just, we could probably summon 2 with some hands, so you want to play the 2. And then I play Nightmare Unicorn and a Hita. I'd say Unicorn's probably the most flexible option, but yeah, that's about it. Let me shuffle this up real quick, though, and I'll show you guys what a combo might look like. So let's shuffle, 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 shuffle. So I finished the shuffling, so let's draw our hand. This isn't too bad of a hand. This just kind of feels bad. This is kind of a brick. You don't ever really want to hard draw into it. But I mean, it's whatever. We'll get massive hand advantage anyways, and we'll be able to do stuff with it later. But I suppose we'll probably just start off with set rotation in the draw phase. And we'll put Obsidian in our zone, and just so our opponent kind of has something useless, and we don't want to use our Snake Eye, we'll do Perlorhino for them. We'll activate Obsidian, special, Priestess, get Shaman. Shaman's kind of our bridge for everything, for the rank 4s. Because it can add us an Obsidian too by recycling stuff, and it can also just be a level 4 body. So it'll add back to the deck while also getting us more hand advantage. But that's more for a later date. We'll start the bonfire stuff with the Snake Eye package now. I'll just start kind of putting them at the back as I need them. Okay. We'll add Ash. We have it normal summoned. And this is just a random hand. I didn't like rig it or anything. If somebody thinks like, oh, this hand's perfect. This deck should be too clunky. I promise you, it looks clunky at first, but this deck is not that clunky. Normal summon Ash. Ash add Poplar. Poplar summon. Poplar effect. We're going to grab Divine Temple. We'll go away with Poplar, and we'll do Relinquished Anima. We'll put Poplar in the Spell and Trap. We'll activate Ash to get rid of both of them. Alright, where are you, Oak? You're the one. Okay, there we go. Didn't take too long. Oak, summon back Poplar. Oak and Relinquished go away. To get Flamberg. I always like to do this before I do any action plays because I just want Promethean in the grave. Promethean is your best card. She is so strong. Yeah. We'll do that. I suppose we can just do IP. Flamberg effect, summon back. We'll just do the Poplar and the Oak. We'll use these two. Go off into Promethean. Promethean. Summon back Flamberg. I don't think any of the zone placements matter too much for this, but we still have 4 in hand, and we have technically 3, 4, 5, 6 in terms of cards on field. 7. I just counted with the link arrows. We have basically 6 bodies, 7 on field, 4 in hand still. We went -1 to go +5 on field. So I think that's pretty good. We'll do that with Oak, though. Let's get out Amblo Whale. Now, the good thing about this deck is you don't need to solely rely on Promethean to get back your IP. You don't even need to place IP, because you can just summon it back with Amblo's effect when it hits the grave. Let's see. What else do we want? Do we start our Ashen stuff? Here, let's keep doing this. Actually, no, we gotta wait for that. Okay, so I guess we do just have to summon that. So we're not gonna get the extra ad, which is fine. You can't get everything you want all the time. This is my misprint Flame Banshee from the tins. It's so sick. I love how it's just completely shiny, but then these like little parts are just not at all. Like, I think that's so sick. But yeah. We'll detach that. Banshee is actually really good. I'd say choke points, probably Banshee, because there's no real choke points because you'll still have a engine online, but it'll get rid of your power play engine. All you get with the Snake Eye engine, realistically, is like a singular pop, and if they already disrupt this, you can technically just do the IP anyways to at least get an SP and a pop. But yeah, we'll activate Vados. I'll just put it right here to symbolize it's on the opponent's field, and get rid of Upsidem, and we'll place our trap card. Where is it? Where is it? Ignore some of the low rarities. I just haven't had time to switch them from my Centurion deck. That's where all my high rarity stuff is right now. So we'll get the set action to endless. We have our Vados over here. We have our Ambler Whale. And Obsidian on destruction lets us search. Get a king. King. Okay, this is why we play it. Now I remember why we play shit. I'm not good at these on the spot, if you can't tell. Now we'll get Shaman. Shaman will put back a Shaman. I like to put back Pop. Actually, no, I don't like to put back Poplar. What am I talking about? I like to put back Ash and Oak. So we'll do that. And then we'll add another Obsidian to hand. Let's see. Is this where I start the other stuff? I think we just need to... We play this mainly to make room on our board. Yeah, I think we should just get rid of those two. Oh, actually, no. We get rid of these two. We get rid of the Banshee and the Shaman. Nikita. If your opponent ashed at any point, boom, you got a unicorn or something if they like to play on your turn. We'll play Divine Temple, which will let us put down a our Snake Eye D-Bell Star. Snake Eye will summon itself and place our Poplar back. This is where the grind game comes in, because we're going to summon Poplar off in our next turn, I guess you could say. Then we'll use these two. And we'll go into Zombie Vampire. You see how we're still playing, guys? This is insane. Like, I don't know if I maybe cracked something out with this deck. I haven't really bricked with it yet. The only times I bricked was only getting the Ashened engine. And even then, I only play the good cards in Ashen, so it's like I can't really get too stuck up on it. So, we'll mill 4. We'll choose Diabell Star. Diabell Star effect. Personally, I think I'm going to go Wanted. Did we activate OSS this turn? I don't think we did. No, we didn't. We didn't activate OSS. So we'll activate OSS to add back our... Sorry. We'll add back our Oak to hand. And... let's see. That's set on the field, so I guess we'll just activate Wanted. Add a Diabell Star again. Look, we still have 5 in hand, guys. This is insane. I think this is where I usually make Saryuja. Just seal the deal, make it that much better. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. We have this field spell on field, so we're not really worried about any Vados shenanigans. We already got rid of a field spell. We have an extra one in hand. Do Saryuja. So we have 5 in hand, so we will get 3. Oh, let me shuffle actually, because this is drawing. Alright. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're gonna put back king. We're gonna add. So we go from 5 to 6 basically. Yeah, I think this is the correct play. We're gonna put these 3 back, not black, back. Now, if you're wondering why I added wanted, we're actually gonna pitch it with Imseti, and we're gonna get straw effect in a second. And we're gonna add back that Sark. We'll draw 1. Drew another Imseti. Okay, so we got fodder for happy. We'll banish our wanted poster to push back our OSS, and we'll draw another card. We got thrust. Look at this hand. We are +7 with this type of board with a fusion spell. That's insane. Let's see, what else do we want to do? We haven't activated Diabell Star yet, so we can technically summon that. Let me think. So I want to activate Saryuja to summon the Oak back, because we need Pyros on field to do our fusion. That's the only thing, is that you kind of got to do some weird stuff to just at least make sure you have Pyros left. That's the only awkward thing I'd say there is constantly. King Sark, pitch Imseti. Do we have... Actually, I probably should have checked if Happy is still even in here. Oh, it is. Okay. We didn't neg too much. We'll do that. That. I wish there was an extra deck monster that I could make, like a generic one that's Pyro. Is it the, isn't it the Doolittle Chimera? I might have to get one now because of that. If it is Doolittle Chimera, then obviously make Doolittle Chimera here with Imseti and Skuldred probably. But, oh, you'll probably need a fire. That changes it. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, we have our other Pyro. Yeah, we're just gonna summon it on our opponent's turn. Yeah, this is basically our board, I guess. Actually, we'll get rid of Saryuja just so we can have Black Witch recursion. So if they kind of break our board, we'll at least be able to get another body they have to go through instead of just one body. This is kind of 2. So I think that's probably right. And we still have 3 in hand. We have a Thrust, Ash, and an Obsidian. We have our Temple to summon back Poplar. Pretend we're on our opponent's turn right now. We summon back our Poplar. I'm personally going to add Startling Stare at the Snake Eyes, just because we have all our Snake Eyes stuff already in field, so there's no point of getting OSS. So I suppose we'll add that as Interruption in the grind game. And then we can activate this to use these 3 to summon out this guy, and this guy. We're going to pop everything but these guys because they're protected by King Sark. Amblo Whale will summon back our... Yeah. Amblo will summon back our IP. IP can either go into SP or Unicorn. I guess you could also play Phoenix as a target for Promethean. I didn't really think about that. Honestly, probably get rid of Unicorn, because, I mean, would you rather banish or spin something back? I'd probably banish, to be honest, most of the time. So, put in Unicorn. I'm making deck list changes as this video is going on, because I'm still learning it. But, yeah, look at that. We had a full board wipe for opponent already, and we have an IP set up to have a SP summon later. Like, this is crazy. We also locked out any Kashtira plays by our opponents, which is pretty good considering that's one of the most popular engines right now. So, yeah. But if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. I'm gonna put some clickbaity title and say, like, I made Ashened Meta, which I kind of believe I did. I wouldn't say it's like, you know, the best deck in the room by any means, because there's definitely, it can brick, it can get interrupted and get stopped in its tracks, but I say if it combos off, it's probably up there. So, yeah. But if you guys enjoyed this video, like and sub, and I'll see you guys later.